Hello, welcome to this space. My name is Desiree, and this video is a tarot reading for the energy of Libra. And for that, I'm using 3 decks. I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McClellan. This is the 2nd edition, by the way. This is the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini. And this is a new deck that I recently acquired called the Sacred Spirit Reading Cards. And so it's not, I guess it's not produced as an oracle deck, but it can be used as such. So I'm going to draw our tarot cards, and then I'll pull one of the reading cards to tie the reading in a nice little bow. All right, so this reading is for the energy of Libra. However, you may or may not have a planet in the sign of Libra, but you do have a house in the sign of Libra. So if you're unsure which house that is, you can check it in your birth chart. There is a link to the website that I use to pull birth charts, and just put in your birth information and you will see where Libra is in your birth chart. All right, so one more good shuffle after that one, and we will get started. Libra. All right. Queen of Cups in reverse. The Magician in reverse. And 6 of Swords in reverse. Wow, we've got some nice blue here. And they're all in reverse. So there seems to be some kind of holdup here for you, Libra. There's something that you are either not wanting to face, not wanting to work through. And the 6 of Swords is a card of moving on, moving to better situations here. And so it's kind of like you're staying in this energy. And it's like you're not really wanting to see what's going on. You're not really seeing that this is a stagnant place for you. Okay, so all right, let's see what's going on with that. 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords again in reverse, and King of Pentacles. Interesting. I usually go straight across the line, but I pulled and put the King of Pentacles down here. So I've got a piece of hair that my hair is long and gets everywhere. Then we've got the Devil in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, the Sun, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Cups, and Page of Rods. Okay, Libra. So with our Queen of Cups here, let me switch this view for you so you can see. Uh-oh, got some things out of frame, or cut off by the frame, I guess we should say. So we can't see the full Page of Cups here. I'm going to fix that. Just give me a moment, okay? Are we paused? No, we're not paused. Oh my goodness. Okay, much better. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So with our Queen of Cups being in reverse, there are, excuse me, some emotions that you're not wanting to work with. And I feel like you are really, you're kind of deceiving yourself in that, and that you're wanting to walk away from a situation, Libra, but and you think that's the best thing for you to do. However, that's not what the cards are saying here. There is some sort of deceitful action on your part, and you're trying to tell yourself that you need to go, but what you really need to do is you really need to stay and like muscle this out. You need to work this out. You need to have that mentality of the bull here, and sort of dig your heels in and stay and try to understand this situation from a point of rationality, a point of that cerebral frontal lobe type thinking, okay, and not get too wrapped up in your feelings, in the emotion, in the situation. Not to say that your feelings aren't important, because they are. You have valid feelings, and you have the right to feel that way. However, we can't always act on the way that we feel. Sometimes we need to kind of go against what our initial reaction is, right? Our initial reaction, flight or fight. We might want to run from something that seems, in the beginning, seems hard, and it very well may be hard. It might be something that you're not used to working through. It might be something that you're not used to facing, and your initial gut reaction is to just run, to go away, to get away from something that is bringing you displeasure. And that's a natural reaction. Us humans, we don't like to be displeased. We don't like to be uncomfortable, okay? But as fate would have it, in that discomfort is where we grow, is where we learn to be a better, more rounded person, okay? And there's a reason. I don't know what the reason is for you to stay, but there's a definite reason. We do have the devil here in reverse, and that's kind of showing me that you have overcome some things, but you're not quite at that point where you're completely ready to let it go. Okay. The devil is showing up just as a reminder that, hey, it's not completely finished. We're not ready to completely check this box off yet. But you are making some headway here. And I think the issue is that, that you're having, like I said, you're having a hard time dealing with some really tough emotions. And it might be something that is really deep rooted, something that you've been carrying around since childhood. And that's why you kind of have this flight instinct, this situation where you just want to get away. But we're showing that going with that instinct is keeping you from manifesting something amazing, okay? It's keeping you from bringing something into your life that you've wanted, that you're yearning for. And like I said earlier, growth happens in those uncomfortable places. We, again, with our Six of Swords here, we've got that in reverse, and we have the Four of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. And like I said, this situation here is really keeping you from manifesting things. It's keeping you from bringing things into your life that you really like, and that you really want. And and I do see that you're feeling a sense of discomfort. You're not really wanting to stay here, but the alternative is to face that thing that you don't want to face. And so there is that conundrum, right? You're not happy where you're at, but in order to change that, you have to face this part of yourself, this aspect of wanting to run. Whatever it is that you're running from, you're going to have to face it. Our Page of Rods here is showing us that that you're not wanting to, you're not diving deep into this. And actually, I'm kind of confused why this Page of Rods is in reversed, because the pages are all about exploring, right? And that's probably what it is that you're not exploring ways to work through this. You're not exploring that fiery aspect of really getting in there, exploring, getting in there, doing it. and it's not catalyzing this change. So you are complacent. You're wanting a change, but that change that you're wanting is calling on you to face something that is uncomfortable for you to face. So whatever that is, Libra, whatever that thing is that you're kind of, oil and water with, I say go ahead, kind of either just jump right in or start testing the waters a little bit. Start, releasing, start by maybe doing some journaling and figuring out what exactly it is that you're afraid of. I have been plagued with an issue for quite some time now, and it's kind of coming to a head, and it's just been mulling in my mind for a while, and I finally sat down and journaled it. And as I was writing down how I was feeling and where it was coming from. I understood all that. However, I didn't quite, it didn't come to me until I started writing where I needed to head with it, and how I needed to change my outlook. So I basically just change the way I was looking at something and feeling about something. And just the act of writing it down, getting it on paper instead of mulling it around in my head, it really brought me to a new sense of awareness about the situation. And I really felt better. I feel better. I feel kind of like I can kind of release it a little bit. It still needs to be dealt with. However, the other party that I'm dealing with is not one that's very, number one, forthcoming with their emotions or really wanting to take responsibility. So I'm having to kind of do the work on that on my own, which is unfortunate. But if I can slowly work on that person, perhaps maybe we can kind of work together, if that makes any sense. So all of that just to say that if you don't want to face it right away, start journaling. Write down how you feel about the situation, why, if you know why you feel that way, what you would do to change it, contributing factors. Just kind of get it all out and kind of, like I saw this on like a thumbnail, just vomit it out. just start writing, and you'll be amazed at the flow that happens, and perhaps you can find a way in which you can face this thing that you don't want to face. Okay, so now we're going to pull from the Sacred Spirit reading cards. Look at these backs. Aren't they nice? I don't know. You guys can't really see it. Maybe if I show it here. Yes. Oh, look at that. Yeah, these backs are really cool. Very pretty. Okay. So, it's going to be tough for me to call them reading cards instead of oracle. I'm not sure why they did that, but okay. We can work with what we got, right? Oh, and I guess who cares if we call them oracle cards? We can call them whatever we want, right? Okay, Libra. I'm a Libra rising, by the way, and a Libra moon. And I think I have like 3 or 4 planets in Libra as well. Libra. Dark night of the soul. Life brings new meaning. Okay, let's see what that is saying. And so night is spelled N-I-G-H-G, not K-N-I-G-H-G, by the way. Okay, healing crisis. Life brings new meaning. The dark night of the soul is a deep-seated human experience that can be deeply traumatic, filled with sadness and melancholy. This is an incredibly trying time in the human experience, one filled with constant emotional turmoil, feelings of loss, instability, and darkness. Sometimes the most significant event can spiral an individual into a dark night experience. Like the straw that broke the camel's back, your soul has said enough is enough. It may seem as if the world may be ending, but just as night turns into day, it is a cycle of renewal. You are now becoming more aware of the ego and how it comes to play with your emotions. your physical drive and motivation, and how others interact with you. You may feel as though you are clouded in darkness, feeling emotionally broken and helpless in your life, feeling alone and isolated, that the world is broken and lost. This lonely, dark space can be difficult to navigate if you only have a limited support of close friends or family. Know that anytime you can reach out and talk to someone to shift through these challenges. Right now, you may be experiencing deep depression, melancholy, and sadness. That is a part of you that has been lost to the world, never to be seen or heard from again. However, this is far from the truth. Nothing is ever truly lost. We just outgrow our own surroundings, environment, and personal interests. Like the Earth's cycle of night, it is always darkest just before dawn. Know that you will be emerging soon with a new lease on life and a greater understanding of who you are as an individual. View this time now as a purification of senses and spirit. You must face hidden memories, concerns, or stories that are lying beneath the surface. If you wish to emerge enlightened, forever transformed by your experience, stop and surrender to the universe. Shadow aspect, refusal to accept change, passive-aggressive, fighting for control. Sacred crystal, hematite. That is a very, very grounding crystal, by the way. Angel assistance, Archangel Raguel, Raguel. Conflict resolution, inner harmony. Affirmation, I accept and create positive actions through the cycle of change. Okay, so, I mean, that kind of goes along with you, instead of flighting, take that fight. Right? Take that fight instinct. Okay, stop running from this, because, you know, honestly, it's always going to follow you. You can't really run from something that is within yourself. And you find yourself in these situations because of the way that you react to them, and the energy that you bring about yourself is because of what you hold inside, if that makes any sense. So it's not like you can really run from something that is a part of you. And if you change your environment, you're just going to attract the same type of people that are going to enact this type of reaction from you. And until you can conquer this, you're kind of going to be in this place of melancholy, of this place of, you know, complacency, or not wanting, just this feeling of not feeling that you can attain happiness, I guess. So that's what a great reading. Aries had a good reading as well. So I hope this has brought some insight to you, Libra. I hope this helps in some kind of way. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next video. Take care.